think it's the white man. He's not the European. As we're going to find out, he's Esau, which is Jacob's twin brother that took the possession over the land. He's going to show you here. Go ahead.
Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen.
Yes, sir.
Thou art greatly despised.
Mm-hmm.
The pride of thy heart hath deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks,
Yes, sir.
whose habitation is high, that said in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
This is where Esau lived. They live in the habit. They're gonna go back and say, well, this is the white man. He lived in the Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia, which the white man did. But this is not talking about the white man. This is talking about Esau. Go ahead. I saw what he's talking about. Go ahead.
For though thou exalt thyself as the eagle,
Mm-hmm.
and though thou set thy nest among the stars,
Yes, sir.
thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
He said, you sit as an eagle and put your nest among the stars. They sit in the Holy Land. They sit up there like they are righteous. They flying high. All these churches say give homage to Jerusalem. Help Jerusalem. Help the Jews. Pay money to the Jews. These jokers are so rich. They rich. Go ahead.
5. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off?
Yes, sir.
Would they not have stolen till they had enough?
Mm-hmm.
If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? How are the things of Esau searched out?
Mm-hmm.
How are his hidden things sought out?
Esau has stolen everything from us. Everything. Go ahead.
All the men of the confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in them.
You see, we said, all the men of thy confederacy. We just read in Psalms 83 about Confederate. They are confederate against us. Make sure they take us down and keep us under their feet. Go ahead.
Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom,
Yes, sir.
and understanding out of the mountain of Esau?
What did God say he's going to put his foot at? In Jerusalem, the Mount of Olives. He's going to destroy it on that particular day. This is not talking about the white man. He's talking about the headquarters of Esau, which is over there in Jerusalem. They're going to build that third temple. He said, when my feet hit that temple, hit the Mount of Olives, I'm going to crush everything in there. I'm going to kill it all. Go ahead.
9. And thy mighty men, O Teman,
Yes, sir.
shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by the slaughter.
Where's Esau right now? In the land. He said, I'm going to cut them off. Go ahead.
For thy violence against thy brother Jacob.
Wait. Thou violence against our brother Jacob. Brother, who's the brother of Jacob? Esau. Our twin brother, not the white man, as they always take you of these Hebrews on the street. This is the white man. He dwelt in the cleft of the rock. Look at the eagle. What's the eagle symbol of America? This is not talking about the white man. This is talking about Esau, Jacob's twin brother. He said, but our violence against our brother Jacob. Go ahead.
For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee,
Yes, sir.
and thou shalt be cut off forever.
He said, you're going to be cut off forever. Go ahead.
And the day that thou stoodest on the other side, and the day that the strangers carried away captives his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou wast as one of them.
What day was this? 70 AD, when the strangers came in, Titus and Vespasian came in and took Israel out of the land. Go ahead.
12. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger.
Yes, sir.
Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah
Yes, sir.
in the day of their destruction.
He said, you should have rejoiced over that day. They was glad because the white man, which is the European, came over there and took them out the land. Go read it. Go ahead.
Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people.
He said, you shouldn't be entering into the gate of thy people. What did they do when they entered in this gate? Go ahead.
Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity.
Yes, sir.
Yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity.
He said you shouldn't even put your hand on their substance in their calamity. When that happened in 70 AD, when Titus and Vespasian came over there and destroyed it down to the rock, they destroyed the temple and burnt it to the ground. Everything. And they took Israel and put them in slavery. But guess what? Esau was waiting. He was sitting on there laughing. Oh yeah, I'm finna go in the land now. I'm gonna steal his identity. Oh yeah. This is what Esau did. And God said, you should have done that. You should have just left that part alone. But God got a way of setting you up, man. He'll sit something in front of you and see if you're gonna take it. He said, I'm gonna sit in front of you, see if you're gonna take it. No, you won't. You got gold and all that holy land over there. They're like, man, ain't nobody living in them houses going on over there, man. Ain't nobody gonna know. We can change history. We can cut them off from being a nation. They will not know who Israel is. And these people today do not know Israel is black. Go ahead.
14. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape.
He said, you shouldn't even stand in the crossway. They cut off them that did escape. You know what they said? Oh, here Israelite, get him. Here Israelite, get him. Here Israelite, get him. They will point them out. Because we tried to run into Africa and blend in with the Africans. No, Israel, Jacob knew his twin brother. He would point them out. He said, neither should thou have stood in the crossway. You stood in the crossway and cut those. Go ahead, finish reading.
Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress.
Yes, sir.
For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen.
He said, for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathens, meaning the other nations. Go ahead.
As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head.
Yes, sir. He said, the reward shall be turned upon your own head. Can you read verse 16? Go ahead.
For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain.
He said, for you have drunk upon my holy mountain. Go ahead.
So shall all the heathen drink continually.
Mm-hmm.
Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as thou they had not been.
Who drunken among the holy mountain right now? Esau. He claimed to be us. What did Jesus say? Where did Jesus say he's going to put his feet at when he come back? In the holy mountain. He said, I'm going to destroy it to the ground. You shouldn't even went in there. You set yourself up claiming to be us. The black Israelites claim to be us. They have stripped the color out of Israel. Go ahead. 17.
But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions.
That's the time when Jesus come back and sit up his throne in Jerusalem. That's the only time we're going to possess it. So don't try to go over to the land and try to possess nothing, because it's hazardous to your health. If you're going over there right now, the safest place we need to be right here in the United States. Safest place. Right here. We got some democracy. And all the other land, they treat black folk pretty rough. Especially over there in Africa. In the Israelites, excuse me, I just can't say black folk, the Israelites. We finished? Okay. Let me show you that God is not talking about, let me show you that God is telling us, Revelation chapter 2, let me show you that God is talking about a people have taken our identity. And I'm going to show you these people on the screen. You tell me color don't matter? You got most people out there saying, you got to show me that, Joe. I'm showing it to you in the scriptures. That Israel was a black nation, but they returned back white. How you return white and you were black? Revelation chapter 2 and verse 8. 2 and 8. We get it, brother, go ahead.
And unto the angel of the church of Smyrna write, these things shall the first and the last,
yes, sir,
which was dead and is alive. I know thy works, tribulations and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say, they are Jews and are not.
What God said? He said, I know the blasphemy that the ones that say they are Jews, but they are not. Are you saying you're a Jew, black man in America and all over the world? No, we don't say we Jew, we say we Israelites. Jew is short for Judah. That's a tribe. Simeon ain't no Jew. Benjamin ain't no Jew. Levi ain't no Jew. So these people in the group, all the Israelites up in the Jew. That's why we say we Israelites, because we was cut off from being a nation. We don't know what nation, we don't know what tribe we in. You'll never hear me say I'm Judah. Not knowing it. All I can say is, look, I'm Israelite, man. That's all I can say, because I don't know what tribe I'm from. Did God say He gonna cut us off from being a nation? Go ahead, brother.
But
Speak it up if they are Jews.
okay. I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogues of Satan.
See, these people right here, we're going to look at, they are of the synagogues of Satan. These are the ones that say, oh, play, I had on pause for a minute. These people have taken our identity.
throughout the world. Go to Google and search for images of red cows.
These are the ones that say that they are Jews now.
Shetland through the Scottish Highlands, and you'll see red cattle in Norfolk Island, just to mention a few. There are many red cows throughout the world.
You have to have the red heifer to sanctify the temple. These cats understand the law, but they're not us. That's why it's so important for them to find the red heifer. Because they're building the third temple. They're going to have to sanctify it.
Stop waiting and start doing it. The Temple Institute has embarked on historical projects to raise a herd of red cows here in the land of Israel.
This is our brother Esau.
Partnered with an Israeli family, and using state-of-the-art technique and under strict rabbinical supervision, we're going to raise a herd of red cows here in Israel. We're going to select a proper candidate from this herd for the fulfillment of the biblical requirements of the commandments of the red heifer.
Because they know it cannot have a blemish on it at all.
This project is nothing less than the first stage of the reintroduction of biblical purity into the world, the prerequisite for the rebuilding of the Holy Temple.
See what I mean? It has to do that.
2,000 years we've been mourning the destruction of the Holy Temple. But the future is in our hands. You can become part of history. Help us to make this project become a reality.
They go sending that money. They send that money, they say, help us. Those are the Jews that are not that God is talking about. Read that over, Revelation chapter 2. Yeah.
Start reading.
Yeah.
And unto the angel of the church in Smyrna write, these things saith the first and the last, which was dead and is alive. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogues of Satan.
We just seen the one that said they were Jews. These ones that were on the TV. Trying to make sure I did it right, did it wrong. Hold on for a minute. Yeah. Okay, we're going to get back to that. Let's go to Genesis chapter 25. Genesis 25. Let's see where the Israelites started and what color was first kind of known from. This is history of our people. And our people don't even know this, man. They don't even care. They think that this is boring. I used to be one of them. Why they keep going Black history all the time? Man, I'm tired of looking at all this stuff. Did it clear? If you don't have the roots of our history, You can't stand as a nation in your enemy's land. You can't stand. These people gonna take you apart. And those Jews in the land today, they claiming to be us. They put the red heifer, analyze it, make sure ain't no blemish on it, because they know they got to sacrifice the red heifer. Then, when they sacrifice the red heifer, that's the dedication of the third temple that the man of sin gonna be in. And they're claiming to be us. You know why most people don't know that they're not us? They don't understand the color. Genesis chapter 25, verse 19. Let's look at Abraham's son, Isaac, and how all this color started with our brother Esau and Jacob. Go ahead, brother.
And these are the generations of Isaac,
Yes, sir.
Abraham's son. Abraham begot Isaac, and Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife.
This is our history, right here. About Abraham begot Isaac, and then from Isaac he begot Jacob, and then the 12 tribes of Israel. These are fathers and mothers right here. Go ahead.
The daughter of Bethuel.
What verse you at?
I'm on just till the 20.
Okay.
The daughter of Bethuel, the Syrian of Padoram, the sister to Laban the Syrian.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife, because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived.
So we got Isaac. He got a wife, and his wife was pregnant. She had twins in her stomach, and these kids were battling in his stomach. Go ahead.
And the children struggled together within her. And she said, It is be so. Why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord.
She's trying to figure out what's going on because she got all this kicking going on. Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
So he said, what?
2 nations are in thy womb.
2 nations of people, different, but come from the same womb. They are from the seed of Abraham, but one was chosen, one was not chosen. Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
Yes, sir.
And 2 manner of people shall be separate from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people. And the elder shall serve the younger.
So we're telling you the characteristics of this one people. He said the younger gonna serve, the older gonna serve the younger. Because Esau came out first. Who, if you know the birthright in our law, that the firstborn should get the inheritance of his father. But God switched it because he wanted Jacob to get the birthright. And he gonna tell his mother what to do. Go ahead.
24. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb.
Twins in the womb. Go ahead.
And the first came out red.
First time we see some color. First came out red.
All over like a hairy garment.
And they thinking that this is a white man. It's not a white man. It's like an albino person. Somebody that's without pigmentation, without melanin. Because he was different from his people. Go ahead.
And the first came out red, all over like a hairy garment.
Yes, sir.
And they called his name Esau. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when he bare him.
This is when it happened. He said one was red all over, and the other one, they didn't give a description of Jacob. Why didn't they give a description of Jacob? Because he looked like them. You believe me, when a black man and a black woman have a light skin or a light baby look white, there's going to be some conversation around there. Like, man, this man red all over. What wrong now? This a well, I can say albino, but he just didn't have pigmentation he was light. You can look at, I meant to bring my list, but they said Jacob, the Israelis, the fake Jews over there, those got some of the same DNA. Same DNA. We struggle with some of the same diseases. All of that. It's documented. It's proven that we got something linked together. Because those are our brothers, but our brothers didn't have the birthright. Our brothers didn't do right by his birthright. He sold it, which is Esau. He sold it to Jacob. We're going to get into that. Keep going.
27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents.
So he giving everything that the way Jacob looked. I mean, where Esau was. He was a plain man. I mean, Jacob, keep going.
And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison. But Rebekah loved Jacob. And Jacob sighed pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint.
Yes, sir. This is when it all went down when he wanted to give away his birthright. Oh, a bowl of soup. Go ahead.
And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom.
Yes, sir. This is when his name called Edom. Not the European, but the fake Jew. That's him. That took your identity in Obadiah, who's serving in the land as us. Go ahead.
And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright.
He said, sell it to me, boss. Go ahead.
And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die. And what profit shall this birthright do to me?
Disrespect. Disrespect. He don't care about the history. He don't care about the power of God that dwelled in Jacob and his sons and his father Abraham. He don't care about this stuff. He's supposed to inherit it all. Well, he said, man, I don't care about this. Sell it to me. Go ahead.
And Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he swore unto him. And he sold his birthright unto Jacob. And
He sold it to him, but you got most preachers out here will tell you that Jacob's name means trickster. He tricked him out. He didn't trick him out of nothing. It was an even exchange. You want some soup? You want something to eat? You traded your birthright. Period. Go ahead.
Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink, and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright.
He what?
Despised his birthright.
He despised it. Just like most of our people right now despise everything about us. They taught us to despise ourselves. They taught us this. They taught us to hate ourselves. They taught us what beauty was. White is beauty. Stringy hair is beauty. Short nose is beauty. They have did a number on us. Dark, lighter skin is beauty. Nah, this ain't picking on no light-skinned people. This ain't picking on no light-skinned people, but they have told us. I mean, when I was a little boy, man, you know, shoot, it was hard for us. Man, they were going in on us, man. But this is how our history started with our forefather Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and coming to 12 tribes of Israel. But Esau sold his birthright. And when Esau sold his birthright, he tried to retrieve it back. But we're going to get it. Go to Genesis chapter 27 and verse 1. I just want to give you a little story of it so we'll know the history of it. One was red, hairy, and one was black. Go ahead. Genesis chapter 27 verse 1.
And it came to pass that when Isaac was old and his eyes were dim, so that he could not see, he called Esau his eldest son, and said unto him, my son. And he said unto him, behold, here am I.
Yes, sir.
And he said, behold now, I am old, and I know not the day of my death.
This is the time when Isaac, he was old, but he knew he had to get the birthright, the blessing on the oldest child, so he can be retrieve the blessing of the birthright. So he was talking to Esau, but then Esau, Jacob told him to go get, but Isaac told him to get him some food. Keep going.
Now therefore take, I pray thee, thy weapons, thy quiver, and thy bow of thy bows, and go out to the field and take me some venison.
Venison. Some people say there's a deer or a wild game. Go get me some deer. I know he want to eat no pork now, but anyway, I know he want to eat that. Go ahead.
And make me savory meat, such as I love, and bring it to me, that I may eat, that my soul may bless thee before I die.
He said, go out there and give me some meat. So I can bless you, so I can die. He was an old man, he know he had to put the blessing on. But mama would listen to it. She knew what God told her. Verse 6, jump down to verse 6, go ahead.
And Rebekah spake unto Jacob, her son, saying, behold, I heard thy father speak unto Esau, thy brother, saying, bring me venison, and make me savory meat, that I may eat, and bless thee before the Lord before my death.
She listening. Go ahead.
Now therefore, my son, obey my voice according to that which I command thee.
She said, all right, son, obey my voice what I told you. This is what I want you to do. This is the plan. So you can get the blessing. Because God already told me the plan. He told Mama what going down. I don't know why he left Isaac got the picture, but this is what it went down. Go ahead.
Go now to the flock and fetch me from thence 2 good kids of the goats,
Mm-hmm.
and I will make them savory meat for thy father, such as he loveth. And thou shalt bring it to thy father, that he may eat, and that he may bless thee before his death.
Go ahead.
And Jacob said to Rebekah his mother, Behold, Esau my brother is a hairy man, and I am a smooth man.
And most, like you say, Esau is a hairy man. He got a lot of hair on him. I ain't have my picture to show you him how hairy he is, but keep going.
My father peradventure will fill me, and I shall seem to him as a deceiver, and I shall bring a curse upon me, and not a blessing.
He understood that his father gonna know who he is, and if he bring, his father could curse him or bless him. Jump down to verse 15. Go ahead.
And Rebekah took goodly raiment of her elder son Esau.
So Rebekah went and got his clothes. Because Jacob, he couldn't see, so he smelled it. He smelled it. He couldn't see very well, so he smelled it. So they tell him, not Jacob, Isaac couldn't see very well. And he went and got Esau clothes so he can put them on, so she can put them on Jacob so he can smell like Esau. Go ahead.
And Rebekah took goodly raiment of her eldest son Esau, which were with her in the house, and put them upon Jacob, her youngest son, her younger son.
Uh-huh.
And she put the skins of the kids of the goats upon his hands, and upon the smooth of his neck.
So she put the skins on him so he'll have hair. So Isaac couldn't see, he'll just feel it. He said, okay, he got hair on his neck and all this stuff, he got his clothes on. This is how blind people understand who they're dealing with by their senses. Go ahead.
And she gave the savory meat and the bread, which she had prepared, into the hand of her son Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
And he came unto his father and said, My father, he said, Here am I. Who art thou, my son?
Mm-hmm.
And Jacob said unto his father, I am Esau, thy firstborn.
Mm-hmm.
I have done according as thou badest me.
Mm-hmm.
Arise, I pray thee, sit and eat of my venison, that thy soul may bless me.
Go ahead.
And Isaac said unto his son, How is it that thou hast found it so quickly, my son? And he said, Because the Lord thy God brought it to me.
The Lord did bring it to her. Brought it through his mama. His mama made sure it happened. Go ahead.
And Isaac said unto Jacob, Come near, I pray thee, that I may feel thee, my son, whether thou be my very son Esau or not.
He said, come out, let me feel you, because I can't see. So the mama knew what time it was, because she knew if he could see that he was red versus black. So she had to make sure she put that clothing on him, the skins on him, hair gum, everything, to throw him out so he put the blessing on Jacob. Go ahead.
22. And Jacob went near unto Isaac and his father, and he felt him, and said, The voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands are the hands of Esau.
Mm-hmm. He knew it. He's like, man, he didn't know it, but he said, this is Jacob's boy, but the hands of Esau. So he went by his senses. So he said, he went on ahead and did what he's supposed to do. Go ahead.
And he discerned him not, because his hands were hairy, as his brother's Esau's hands. So he blessed him.
Mm-hmm. So he blessed him anyway. Go ahead.
And he said, Art thou my very son Esau? And he